Look at Trent Nichols. Look at that for a kick. Allowed to play on, so Archer does. And he's kicked the winner. Under 2 minutes remaining. McKernan a snap. A great snap.
Crumbing beautifully, Allison. And he gets his second goal. Carey down to the front. Archer. What's he done? Glenn Archer. Maradona. Anyone you name, a great goal.
Longmire can kick his second.
Onto it. Still Allison. Handball back. Good take, McKernan. Round the body. What a goal. McKernan in front. Takes it out of the air. Hand pass. Armstrong. Oh, Matthew Armstrong. Gives me link to you, son. Great goal.
Heads towards Jakovich and Turnbull. Neither can take it. Here he is. BOG. Finish it off with a goal. And he does exactly that. You want 3 votes? You've got them.
Carey's got it. What a goal! North Melbourne hit back hard.
He was the most talked about player in the game as February turned into March and the pre-season Ansett Australia Cup reached its climax. Wayne Carey was simply awesome. After eliminating Brisbane,
Dangerous kick, Carey. Oh, back with the flight. Well played, Wayne Carey.
North blitzed Essendon, Carey kicking 7 in a majestic display that had the commentators dubbing him the King. In the semi, he kicked 6 more against the giant-killing Saints, who'd knocked out Carlton.
Turns inside out. Still Carey. One bounce. Oh, he's a genius. He's a fantastic player as the King.
And in the grand final, he kicked 3 more. In the 4 games on the way to the Cup, Carey kicked 18 goals and played a pivotal role in each victory.
There's the champ at work.
It was, however, the full-back, rather than the star forward, who took top billing in the Cup final on Saturday, March 25th. Mick Martyn did the job on glamour spearhead Tony Modra. He out-jostled him. He outran him.
In towards full forward, in towards Martyn and Modra. Mickey Martyn.
He outplayed him. He held him to just 4 touches for the night.
Guess who? Michael Martyn, the hero tonight.
And when they presented the Michael Tuck Medal for the Player of the Night Grand Final, it was draped around Mick's neck.
And the winner of the 1995 Michael Tuck Medallion is Mickey Martyn of North Melbourne.
Well, he was fantastic, Mick. He won the Michael Tuck Medal, which was a great reward. He actually kept Modra the week after to one goal as well. So, no, he had a fantastic record on Tony 2 weeks in a row.
North Melbourne, under coach Denis Pagan, take the night premiership and $104,000. Tim Watson reports on the Star.
Most of the 40,000 or so fans who ventured to Waverley on Saturday night did so to see the continuation of the Wayne Carey show. While the captain was in fine fettle, it was big, bad Mickey Martyn who stole the show.
Martyn again. Kicks down towards half forward. Guess who? Oh, Mickey Martyn showing all the skills.
Could this be the same Mick Martyn who has caused man and umpire to quake in his shoes?
I'm probably, you say a split personality, quite off the field, but on the field, I think it's just myself just breaking out of that, quiet mode, which I sort of like at times can't control. I've got better over the past couple of years with Denis. I'm pretty well in control now of the emotions and when I play.
He may have toned down his histrionics, but he's still out to make life miserable for opposition full forwards.
The main asset in my game is the physical side of it. I love to be physically intimidating as much as possible.
Last season ended cruelly for Martyn when former teammate Lee Tudor floated the ball to you-know-who in the goal square to send Geelong into the grand final.
Geelong are in the grand final.
But if there's any justice in football, Mick deserves a chance to add the day flag to the one he helped win on Saturday night.
The following Friday night they were back at it, across town at the MCG. The Roos and Adelaide Crows kicking off the 1995 AFL season. And Mick Martyn took up where he left off on Tony Modra. He'd hold the game's most glamorous full forward goalless. This time, however, it was Adelaide who would make the running. Poor kicking saw them 4-10 at half-time, ahead by 4 points.
David Brown kicks his first goal.
Inspirational play by Wayne Schwass would earn him the Brownlow votes and help his team stay in touch.
He's lifted a bit here, Schwass. Runs away with
At the 29.5-minute mark, Anthony Rock kicked the clincher off the ground.
Anthony Rock's kicked a goal. North are in front. You wouldn't believe it.
North by 3 points.
I suppose you can be overconfident if you beat them the week before and beat them well, but it was a good game, and in the end we only just got up in that first game. I think Anthony Rock kicked a goal with about 20 seconds to go.
It was a struggle too against Melbourne on the MCG in round 2. At three-quarter time, the Demons led by 15 points, but in the last quarter, the Roos overpowered them.
Here's a snap by Barnett. It's going to be very, very close. What a goal!
It was a day in which John Longmire would kick goals.
Longmire to goal. North is still in it.
Carey added another 3.
Kick inside the 50. Neitz goes back. Carey did him.
And that 7-goal last quarter left the Roos with 2 from 2. In the news, Ross Smith.
It's hard to believe this is the same man who sends shivers up the spines of opposition forwards with his uncompromising style of play. But when Ross Smith isn't repelling attacks and upending rivals, he's a house husband looking after 3 sons, Jess 8, Tyson 6 and 4-year-old Jackson. Wife Leanne works for the Department of Housing and Development and for the past 6 years has left the running of their Flemington house to her husband.
The hardest part of my day is from 7 or 9. After that, then I've just got to, vacuum up the floors or get the washing out on the line and back in. First year, I'd get a bit of a bag. Like someone might ring me up on a good day and say, it's a good drying day, Ross, get the clothes out.
Now, Jess, is your dad, is he a good cook?
No.
No? What about, does he make you a nice lunch for school?
No.
On Monday night, Smith becomes only the 9th Roo to play 200 games, and his sons will be by his side when he runs on to the MCG for the clash against Richmond. The Roos are coming off a hiding at the hands of the Eagles, and Smith says it's been a tough start to the season.
We're feeling the pressure. We were lucky to get out of, our first couple of games.
But it was time to get back to those household chores. Melbourne's improved weather made it a great drying day. But Ross, next time, take Tyson out of his clothes first.
The toughest test of 1995 so far came when the Roos were put under the whacker spotlights by the reigning premiers, the West Coast Eagles. And in the examination, North came up wanting. Jakovic got the better of Carey.
They go down towards Carey. Jakovic again.
And 5 different Roos contributed the paltry total of 5 goals in a 48-point loss.
5 metres out. It's a goal. Over the top. Nichols, 45 metres out. He likes this sort of effort. Was it touched on the line? It's touch and go. It's a goal.
The highlights were decidedly one way.
Oh, and he marks inside 50. The big man swings on a sixpence. Shoots towards goal. Lushenko on the siren. Gives it to Stevens. A real tough night as far as North Melbourne are concerned. Imposing show by the West Coast Eagles.
Five days of football in 5 states, and for North, a date with history under the MCG lights on Anzac Day Eve. For the first time, Monday night footy in Melbourne for premiership points. And the bumper crowd of 62,000 loved every minute of it. Richmond was the emerging glamour team, unbeaten and on fire. 6 goals in the first 8 minutes of the match proved just that.
Took the football with him. Now Mick Martyn had it and then lost it. A snap round the body by Daffy. Oh, there's another one! The Tigers are on fire!
Fairly, the ruck work against Brendan Gale. Brendan Gale too tall, gets it to the front. Here they go again. Daffy's kicked his second goal. The Tigers have got 6.
It was enough to have coach Denis Pagan quoted as saying that he'd wished the Roos hadn't won the night series.
Richmond win.
So, after 4, North sat 11th at 2-2 with a percentage of 80.7, the 14th worst in the AFL. What was proving to be a very tough draw saw North against the unbeaten Carlton in round 5 on the last Sunday in April at the MCG. It was a tight match until half-time, but the Blues exerted pressure and the Roos were unable to match it. A 5-0 third term helped them scoot away to a 34-point win.
Great goal. Great goal for the Blues. Quick left foot. Laidley. Fraser Brown robbed him. Left foot snap. He's got it.
Suddenly, the pre-season glamour team was languishing in 12th spot.
So the Blues have won by 34 points at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
It probably made it hard for us to finish in the top 2, which obviously is your aim. You want to get that double chance, and maybe if we hadn't lost those 2 3-match streaks, we might have finished higher and we mightn't have played Carlton in the preliminary final.
North made their intentions very clear with 3 quick goals to which Hawthorn was unable to reply. Dunstall took 2 giant grabs, beating Mick Martyn, but couldn't split the sticks on either. The Roos forwards were back to their best, Longmire snapping their 4th, with Carey back to his blistering form. Classic Dunstall creativity combined with Minton Connell's pace, but North had a 25-point lead at quarter time. Carey was rarely troubled by the Hawks' defence, neither was Roberts, notching his 4th goal in the first half. Supreme confidence had returned to the Roos, and it was all Hawthorn could do to keep them to a 52-point half-time lead. Longmire dived for his 5th mark early in the 3rd, his 2nd goal, but it was just another chapter in North's domination all over the field.
Fresh off a long-awaited first win of 1995, Fitzroy proved to be tough customers when the Roos ventured to the Western Oval on May 13th. 8 unanswered goals had set the stage for the Lions to provide the first huge upset of the season. Carey again proved to be the intimidating factor. 13 marks in the second half fired his side. It was a captain's virtuoso performance. Schwass kicked 3 vital goals. A kick up at the last change, the Roos romped home by 5. Same ground, this time a week later. It was Footscray, and the boot was on the other foot as North had to weather the fight back.
And he's stopped it!
And weather it they did. Ahead by 10 points at the last change, the familiar North finale did the trick as the Roos got home by 21 points.
Across his left shoulder, miraculous goal by Mark Roberts. Couldn't take the ball though. Cameron in trouble. Or gang tackle. Roberts, lovely handball. In goes Allison. He'll cap it off. Brett Allison on the run, kicks North Melbourne's 5th goal. He'll go for goal now. The lead was on. He's bombed it to the square, and it's a North mark taken by McKernan. He really should kick this, and he does. So already Adrian McKernan has kicked 2 goals for North Melbourne.
From centre half back, kick drops a little bit short. Oh, great mark! Wayne Schwass, what a ripper!
It's at centre half forward for North Melbourne. Attempted kick off the ground by Stevens. Oh, great gather by Allison. If he kicks this, surely Footscray couldn't come back now. Allison gets another goal for North Melbourne. Gets the hand pass, but only as far as Campbell. Campbell, the kick across half forward, good spotting. He saw Carey. Carey unselfishly. Allison could get his third goal.
That's it.
Carey would receive the 3 Brownlow votes for his part in the win, but Stevens was superb.
The wind can be blowing, but it's not bad. North go forward. This is Stevens. Stevens, a lovely kick by Anthony Stevens. King may get run down. Liberatore, don't break too many Liberatore tackles. But he got the handball to half forward. Smith went in. Capuano, Stevens. The kick to the goal square is a goal. Kicked by Anthony Stevens.
After 8 rounds, North had a 5-3 record. Were back in 6th spot, but with a disappointing percentage of only 98.5.
He's got it, McKernan.
Blakey out of the centre.
At half-time in the round 9 clash against Geelong at the MCG, you would be forgiven for thinking that you were witnessing a potential thriller.
Runs up and under, but gets about 30 metres. Roberts outnumbered, has a chance. Barnes gets back off the ground. Was it Rock or Roberts? It's a goal, I think. But no free kick and away, Carey. Oh, look at this. There's a panic. McKernan versus Hall. It's going to sit beautifully, I think, for McKernan. It's a goal. Extraordinary piece of play. Inside. Billy ran out of room. Good tackle. He should be gone. Ross Smith's got him.
Not so. A Friday night crowd of 44,000 saw North relinquish a second quarter lead with a dismal third quarter fade out. Up by a point at half-time, the Roos suffered their most humiliating loss of the season to the Cats. Eventually, it would blow out to 61 points, as that man, Gary Ablett, ran amok with 7 goals.
Full forward, at the back. Watch Gary Ablett get his 5th goal here. Runs right in, lessens the margin and kicks the goal.
Ablett's job had been made easier with the absence of Mick Martyn, out at the last minute with a stomach problem. A week later, back under the MCG lights, and 60,000 saw North redeem themselves against Essendon. Wayne Carey would get the 3 votes on Brownlow medal night with yet another scintillating display.
They look pretty determined. Oh, sensational mark by Wayne Carey.
North bolted clear in the second term with a skipper in dynamic form.
Man on, can't get clear, good tackle. Carey can straighten the body and kick a goal. Goes for it, leans back, kicks it. Smith receives the kick in and goes down towards the wing. It goes past the young Cummings, collected by Carey. Carey can run nearly all the way. Martyn is telling him just that. Carey now inside 50. Hurd doing the chasing. Lovely hand pass. Blakey to Stevens will want to kick in a hurry. Long onto him. Gets good distance. Carey can take it. Can go on. Don't tell me another one. Goes for it. Fantastic.
The lapse that worried coach Denis Pagan allowed the Bombers back into the game.
Fortuitous, Long could go, goes, stretches, it's home, they're back! Long will see him, goes over the top, Alessio shorty to McKernan to put the Bombers in front, watch him go and kick it! Essendon in front from nowhere!
And it took 5 goals in the last 6 minutes for the Roos to win.
This is a magnificent kick by McKernan. Oh, it's a mark, Carey's got it, right on the line. As Carey kicks for his 7th goal, and he's got it. North Melbourne are back in front. Archer approaches left half forward, kicks in towards the forward pocket area. Allison early, punched away there by Mercury, gatherers by Mark Stevens. The kick across his left shoulder to the goal front. The bounce all important. It rebounds for Campbell. Can he miraculously construct something here? If you don't mind, Warren Campbell. That is goal of the night. Between McKernan and Fletcher. McKernan in front, takes it out of the air. Hand pass. Armstrong! Oh, Mathew Armstrong! Dips me lip to you, son. Great goal. Gets his 2nd. Handball by Schwass to Fairley. Fairley now to fall forward. Carey versus O'Connor. Allison onto it. Still Allison. Handball back. Good take McKernan. Round the body. What a kick. What a goal. Robbo, we'll have to reassess goal of the night a couple of times, I reckon, in the last quarter.
Beats some absolute ball fighters, isn't it?
The margin, 27 points. Carey, 7 goals, 1. The Roos became only the second team after Carlton to upset the Bombers, who were looming as a premiership threat.
Essendon are a great side, and North Melbourne and Essendon have some big matches, and we usually play them on a Friday night, so we've had some big contests, and that was a great game that night. I remember Essendon hitting the front in the last quarter, and then us coming back and winning by probably 4 goals, so no, that was one of the best wins for the year.
To Perth, and an historic first-up encounter against the new boys of the AFL, the Fremantle Dockers. 27,000 were at Subiaco to see a football lesson delivered by the Roos.
He's become a running fullback since crossing it from Geelong to the Dockers. Young McManus. That's a shocking kick. Here's a certain goal for North Melbourne through Allison. And I heard Don Scott go, oh.
Carey leads out wide, but Campbell goes longer. 2 against 2 down here. It flips off Stevens' hand. Here's Allison. An open run for goal. Allison gets his second.
Look at that thump there by Capuano. Goes 40 metres down to Carey. Quick hands. Been intercepted there. Muir for Fremantle. Archer plies the tackle. Kicked off the ground by McKernan. Chance for Allen. Overruns the ball. Stevens. Great vision to Carey. Should kick a goal. He has. Scott's been good since he's come off the bench. Had the job going on to Delaney, who killed him in the first quarter. And this bloke has absolutely killed him all day. He could even hand pass laying on his back.
Scott ducks the high tackle, puts it out in front of Stevens. His little kick out wide. Campbell approaching the 50. Leach runs him down but doesn't get him. Kick by Campbell. Archer at the back. Off hands to Carey.
The stats sum it up so well. Carey, 6 goals from 14 marks.
Not much distance, plenty of height with the kick. It's thumped to the front, comes to Scott. His little left footer into space for Carey. Oh, courage shown by Kickett. And any other player but Carey could have taken him right out then too. It's still there for North. Off the ground, Archer. Pulled off his kick. It might score a goal anyway, and does. Archer's kicked 3.
Delaney went to leave it for Waters. McManus hasn't had a good day. Rock just thumps it back, and we see Allison drops it. He's already booted 3. Tapped it back, hasn't got support this time. Once more, the ball handling, overrunning the ball, Fremantle. Now gives it back. He's got a chance to pop it over the top here to Schwass. All he needs is a kind bounce. He'll run into goal. He actually tries to make it a bit harder than what it should be. And Archer puts through goal number 6.
Archer, 6 goals.
Kick by Leach, drops a bit short, and King takes the mark. Oh, open forward line. They wanted it quickly down there, but it wasn't coming from King. It comes in short, actually, and Fremantle just haven't manned up. And here is Matty Armstrong, who is about to have his 32nd disposal, and we've got a quarter of football to go. The discipline looked as though it had come unstuck then. There were North players everywhere on their own. Kick by Armstrong is perfect.
Armstrong, 3 Brownlow votes. The margin at the end, 71 points, a vital percentage booster at the halfway mark. North still in 6th spot, below the Eagles on percentage only. After a week off for State of Origin duties, North travelled to the Gabba for the danger game against the Bears. An 8-goal first term erased much of the danger, however.
By Chapman. Armstrong. Big chance for McKernan here. He's on his own. Schwass doing the shepherding. McKernan with time. Oh, good effort. How good is that? Wasn't in the original 25. Capuano takes the mark on the cricket pitch area. About where Richard Hadley took 15 wickets for New Zealand in one test match against Australia. Mark taken by Allison, fires off the hand pass to Rock. He walks around Lawrence and goes for goal and kicks it. Goal by Scott.
Fletcher plays for the free kick and it's not paid. Back to Schwass. Capuano really
did follow up well for a big man then. Carey's absolutely sandwiched. Ellison reads it beautifully. 30 metres out. This time he doesn't miss. Another goal to North Melbourne.
Carey on the 50. His left footer. Plenty of North players out here. Not a bear in sight. Oh, Allison grabbed the mark by the laces on the ball. Stevens, 48 metres out. Terrific kick.
Among the stars, Anthony Stevens in game 99.
So Archer goes in the Carey direction, pushing and shoving, and that is a mark, and that is a brilliant one-hander off to Armstrong. Armstrong swerves beautifully, kicks to about 30 metres out from goal. Carey just gets rid of Champion, and he's paid the mark. 20 when the ball's 20 metres away, flinging away like that though. Wayne Carey lines up for goal number 2.
The skipper Carey with 3 goals.
Very courageous player. McKernan fumbles, now finds some space, kicks forward, holding his Longmire, holding his McKernan. Longmire wins this battle this time. They really have worked hard across that half-forward line. McKernan now pressured and absolutely caught with the footy.
And the veteran Longmire still in defence. Despite 6 goals from the Bears, with White kicking 4 in the final term, North enjoyed a comfortable 44-point win.
Melbourne have weathered the storm. They really gave it to them, the Bears, at the start of the last quarter. But North were able to get home. 20 goals 13 to 13 goals 11.
Those checking in on the scores at three-quarter time might have been stunned to hear St Kilda and North were deadlocked. In a mighty final term at Waverley Park, however, North booted 9-3, home by 37 points. Strangely, the umpires could find only one North Melbourne player to award a solitary Brownlow vote. It went to Stuart Anderson. In 4th place after 7 wins in 8 games, North attracted 67,000 to the MCG for its Friday night match with Collingwood.
Interestingly, Mickey Martyn, look at Browers on the Martyn at it already. Have a look at this. Oh, be careful, boys.
Well, that's a melee. Mark has been given. Handball to Stevens. Stevens goes to goal. North Melbourne mark in the square. And if that's not 50 metres, it'll put him right on the line. We don't know anything about football. Makes Longmire able to kick from directly in front. The dust-up continues. Longmire kicks the goal and the umpires call play on. Still that dust-up in the pocket.
Armstrong's kick. 2 centre-half forward. Oh, McKernan. Carey-like. Handball good. Scott, or rather Rock, should finish off with a goal. He has. North in front early.
A 6-goal third quarter and 11-goal second half sealed the game for the Roos.
Allison got a hand on it, down in the Scott direction. Short, Nichols runs away. You would back him from there. Gives it a hook, but he's kicked the goal.
To half forward, no mark. The ball spills for Monkhorst. Watson, tackle. Capuano, handball, Archer. Snapshot by Glenn Archer. Looks pretty good, a goal to North Melbourne. Allison comes in to help out. Allison does well. That was very, very clever. Allison's kicked to half forward. Oh, Longmire, is that 50 metres against Hassel? It'll be very close to it, I would think, yes. So takes him to the line. Longmire kicks the goal. Longmire's third.
Could be pretty happy if this.
And how about the stars? Matty Armstrong, 3 more Brownlow votes.
Gave his forwards a chance. McKernan, Carey, Armstrong on the left. Good kick goal. Important.
Johnny Longmire, 7 goals, 3.
Scott. So Armstrong and Scott, the 2 recruits, are doing well. McKernan back to Armstrong. Fantastic kick. Oh, that is superb and a terrific stretch by Long John.
That's as good a football you've seen this year.
Well, that a good kick, and as Bruce said, it was just the mark made the kick, basically.
Longmire goes for his second goal from 45 metres.
Glenn Archer just about everywhere.
To Schwass, to half forward. Tap on pretty good. Carey's give very good. Nichols to Archer. This to really drive it home. Well done. That's strength, isn't it?
Corey McKernan, dominant in the ruck.
Centre half forward. Oh, McKernan. Carey-like. Handball good.
3 goals from the skipper topped off the night as the Roos beat the Magpies for the 4th time on end.
Punched away by Krasiska. Rebounds for Carey. Carey gets around. Snapshot by Carey. It looks good. It's a goal. Wayne Carey.
After 5 straight wins, Sydney looked to pose little threat on the MCG in round 15. Wrong. With Tony Lockett in command at full forward and Dunkley holding Wayne Carey, the Swans led by 33 points at half-time. The slim crowd of 23,000 might have expected the North fight back. In fact, the Roos did outscore the Swans after half-time, but it was academic. Sydney had a 29-point margin at the bell. North had never won in Adelaide. In miserable, wet conditions at Football Park in late July, the run would continue.
55 metres out, lets it fly, kicks it.
The sight of Wayne Carey going down and eventually being stretchered off didn't help things.
And Wayne Carey also with his eyes on the ball as well, so...
He returned, but was not at his best, as the Crows kicked away with a 4-goal third quarter in the atrocious conditions.
Here's a chance for Modra. Can he provide the shepherd? Yes, he can. Tregenza goes in and gets the goal.
2-6 in the last term didn't help the Roos' chances as they failed by only 11 points.
Terrific leap and mark by Denilchenko. Now, can he cap it off? Denilchenko's kick, if he can get the distance, of course. He's kicking from 50 metres. Not a bad-looking kick. It looks pretty good. It's a goal to North Melbourne.
The mid-season slump continued against Melbourne in round 17.
You're sacrificing Nietzsche's game, but he has been down in this last 15 minutes. Carey well on top.
So play restarts. Doyle to go with it. Tries to lay it to Gary Lyon. Good shot by Lyon. What a goal! He's a champ. Early days, I know. Kicks it to Smith. Goes early over the back. Gary Lyon off the ground. Brilliant! What a goal!
While Gary Lyon was kicking 7 for the Demons, North's forwards struggled.
Under pressure, gave it up to Blakey. The tackle by Chingayoke. Denilchenko, McKernan. What a good effort by McKernan. He's got it!
The Demons by 22 points, and that 3rd loss in a row had seen the Roos drop back to 6th place.
Terrific victory for Melbourne. They'd be fairly pleased with that. Wayne Carey, the sportsman that he is. But Melbourne have taken the honours here.
Matty Armstrong and Robert Scott hit the 150-game mark in style against the Eagles on the first Saturday in August at Optus Oval.
McKernan hit hard by the North Melbourne defence. Oh, run away by King this time up towards centre forward. Archer in front. Good body work. Schwass over the top. A great mark to Schwass and paid. Schwass 40 metres out. Kick looks great. Successful. Banfield in front. Caught with the ball by Schwass. Ross Smith again. Been excellent up towards centre wing. Schwass, good body work in front of Lyle.
Among the best this day were Wayne Schwass.
spins around, plays on looking for Stevens. Stevens, a clever one-hander, plays on again.
Anthony Stevens.
Puts them inside 50. Blakey's there, he needs someone going past. Oh, maybe he doesn't. He might do it on his own. He was held and he'll get a free kick.
John Blakey. It was the perfect comeback after a trio of losses to sides that would not be contenders in the final series.
His desperation is evident. He pushes it wide towards the 50-metre line. It's very close to the boundary line. It's kept in play with a high floating kick. Oh, what a mark by Allison. He's 10 metres out. He's directly in front and he's put it through for a goal.
A win, and a big one at that, over the reigning premiers.
Stevens head and Simmons. Archer held. Play on. Stevens sells the dummy. Drives it up long, looking for Longmire up into the goal square. Longmire and Carey. King Carey.
Here's Carey to goal. The ball spills free to Robert Scott, another 150-gamer. Into the middle, away goes Armstrong. Across comes Pike. They clash. Rock gets the hand pass away. Here goes King. Down the middle. Down towards Allison. It's a beautiful kick. He saw him and he just chipped away.
A sensational kick. King has checked his swing as his legs coming through, held it back just momentarily after seeing Allison and giving it a little bit of air. Allison now lining up for his third goal.
Had the 3-iron out, put it away and got out the pitching wedge. That could be the sealer here at Optus. It is.
Can they steal another one now? Longmire slips around to Allison, and Allison slips it right through the middle. That's his 4th, and North Melbourne's 12th.
A fired-up Roo combination on the way to 4 premiership points here at Optus Oval. 12-13 plays 7-2. Out of the middle they go again, and it's Dean Laidley down to half forward. The horse, Johnny Longmire, chips inside 50 to man of the moment, Stevens. Will have a shot. Anthony Stevens has had a big day. 17 kicks, 4 marks and 3 hand passes. And it's going to be tough to give the votes here at Optus Oval, Terry Wheeler. He goes short. It's effective. Mitchell White caught behind John Longmire. Well, 5 minutes to go and the Eagles haven't scored in this quarter. North Melbourne have kicked another goal. Away he goes to Wayne Schwass. Drills one to Dean Laidley. He can go over the top if he likes to King. King has a look down towards Stevens. He's 55 out. It's a long kick. It's a goal. Ho, 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 go North. Heads towards Jakovic and Turnbull. Neither can take it. Here he is. B.O.G. Finish it off with a goal. And he does exactly that. You want 3 votes? You've got it.
The 6-goal final turned to 0, sealed a 62-point win.
Out of this contest for Jakovic, and he is able then to go on and look at the reaction. Rightfully so, Wayne Schwass. Congratulations.
The match against Richmond in round 19 was one of the best of the season. A heart-stopper that came in 2 distinct halves.
Inside the 50. John Blakey back to the goal square. Up for grabs. Allison, a snap and a goal.
You don't get too far when Anthony Stevens is your opponent, the leading tackler for North Melbourne, and they're strong and hard in on the smother.
Gale wins the tap. Comes down to Broderick. Off the right boot, it bounces right for him. He's playing on Bond, and the 2 club best and fairest are slugging it out. That should be a magnificent duel. Kellaway, up towards half forward. The baseballer, Charles, inside 50. What a goal! That Blakey. 2 against 2 on the edge of the square. Carey backs into them. Oh, magnificent play by Carey. A snap is good. Ashenko is there. Charles punches, goes to Armstrong, to Schwass. He's run down. There is no room to move when you're playing on Bond. It goes to Daffy. He's kicked wide. Oh, what a mark by Rogers. 15 metres. Beauty. From the boundary throw in, another chance for the Tigers. North need to lift. It comes to Campbell. Open goal. They're on fire.
Down by 6 goals in the third quarter, the Roos looked out, but then came the big change.
Archer at half forward. A chance for Glenn Archer. He's run down by Knights. Brilliant tackle from behind by the acting skipper. Carey finds Allison, and Allison kicks another one.
That was some sort of handball.
Shepherding off the ball allows a bit of space for Blakey. He was out, the ball was in. Protestations from the crowd. North certainly on the lift. Roberts the hand pass into Schwass. Been pretty quiet. Played on Bond all night. Schwass goes for a sprint to kick one of his miracle goals. It is a brilliant goal!
That'll lift them. But onto Stevens. He's going to get run down. Hand pass. Oh, that really wasn't all that good a selection. It's kicked forward again for North Melbourne, coming from Simpson. Oh, Carey! What a magnificent mark! That's what he was doing week in, week out early in the year, and all last year. And this is a magnificent mark. Look where he comes from.
Eyes for the ball all the way, Robbo, and that's courage personified.
Well, Carey could equal Allison with 4 individual goals, and he does it. The captain. So his stats just increasing with every contest. Oh, brilliant roving there by Rock. Rock towards full forward. Allison pushed out by Bauer. Gee, it looked pretty straightforward, didn't it? Well, he did make it look a good one. Allison kicks from 25 metres and he pops it through.
Brett Allison had been on and off the bench. He went mad.
5 goals straight to Brett Allison.
There's this contest going on all over the ground and they're biting and scratching. It's great stuff. Boundary throw in. Comes to Rock, a centering kick. Carey's there. Big mark. This to get the Kangaroos to within 1 straight kick. It's close. It's there.
Wayne Carey provided the mobile target. 5 goals.
Ashenko got underneath the ball. A chance here for Simpson, was it? Carey gets the hand pass wide. Ashenko, Anthony Stevens, the kick wide towards the pocket. Longmire. This for number 2. Oh, it's close. It's good. What a game.
Bashes it clear, only as far as Schwass. Back to Stevens, dumped by Callaway. Mark taken by Rock. Momentum with the Kangaroos. Kick it towards half forward. King into an open goal. He's kicked it. North Melbourne right in it.
Kick towards the outer side. Carey to make amends. A fantastic mark by the skipper. He plays on with Deer on the deck. A raking kick by Carey to the goal square. Allison's there. Punched out in front. Rock! Snap! Goal! Over centre wing, but he blazed, didn't really pick out a teammate, and Freeborn for North Melbourne. Glenn Freeborn in his 3rd game. Carey gets rid of Turner, and Wayne Carey takes his 15th mark, 14th mark, and now 20 kicks. Longmire! And Johnny Longmire could just about seal it with a true kick here. This for an 11-point lead. He's got it!
A 38-point deficit suddenly became a 10-point win.
Kicked
Good night, Tigers.
And Ross Smith, he'll have the football in the silent sounds, and North Melbourne fans are very, very happy. Wayne Carey, best man on the ground, 20 kicks, 14 marks, 5 goals, and what a fantastic effort by North Melbourne after trailing by 38 points halfway through the third quarter. They've got up and beaten Richmond by 10 points.
I think we beat West Coast the week before and then come up against Richmond, and yeah, I mean that was a turning point, and that's probably the reason why we went into the finals so confident.
Will you please stand and join the players of both clubs and observe a minute's silence to mourn the passing of Ted Whitten, the first player elected to the Australian Football Hall of Fame and nominated as a legend of our game.
Players and spectators at all 8 games in round 20 took time to pay their respects to Mr Football, Ted Whitten, who lost his long battle against cancer.
Teddy, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
At Carlton, it was a sellout as the top-place Blues continued their incredible run of victories at home, this time at North's expense.
Hand pass goes back. Camperelli from 40 metres. Handball. Williams this time. Round the neck, is it? Yes. So Williams takes the free kick 40 metres from goal. Ever so slight angle. With 3 clubs. Tried here early in his career. Goal to Williams. Certainly been down to the left of screen much more than the right. Sporting well played. Williams very good in this situation. He's a gem, isn't he?
The Blues started ferociously. Williams deadly accurate.
And it's going to be taken by Craig Scholl. He's between left half back and centre wing. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Well done, Silvani. Strength.
In defence, Silvani had the job on Carey.
Just looking for an option. He'll have to kick it pretty quickly. He's been given his last warning.
Oh, he was over the line too.
McKernan, good mark.
The young ruck star Corey McKernan pitted against the game's dinosaur, Justin Madden.
Played every game. Martyn, little gift, terrific. Ratton, Rice, he might kick this. He kicked 2 in the opening turn. Look at that. Wonderful.
By quarter time, the Blues led by 33 points, and in the second quarter, through Pearce and Rice, increased the margin.
Then kicks with the left to the front of the goals. Pearce is marked in front of Smith. Carlton lead 9-9 to 2-4. Carlton lead 10-9 to 2-4. It's at half forward for North. Little one off the ground by Longmire. Didn't go far. Chance for Allison. Can steady up. Go for goal. Not bad. Very good. He's got it. Schwass has been a real battler. Only 6 kicks and 2 handballs. So the Blues have done their homework. He's a vital player for North. Lovely kick to the front of the goals. And no contest there. Good mark taken by Roberts. If he kicks this, 4 goals certainly would be a performance worth noting. Inside, okay. Pyman at 55 metres. Gets to the goal square. Longmire, good mark from the front by Archer, and he kicks the goal.
If there was one positive sign to come out of defeat for North, it would be the fact that the Roos outscored the premiership favourites in the second half.
And I think he's kicked his 5th. He has. So at the end of the day, Mark Roberts with 5 goals becomes equal leading goal scorer with Greg Williams. They've both kicked 5. Carlton have won 18-14 to 15-13.
And then, during the week, disaster.
A forlorn Anthony Stevens was admitted today for surgery on the medial ligament of his left knee.
We were doing a handball drill in squares, and I was just going for my ball, and Corey McKernan was going for his, and we didn't see each other and just collided, and he just come across my knee.
Stevens has been a vital part of the Roos midfield engine room and one of the team's most consistent players this season.
We work all year to get to the finals and that, and then this happens, so it's disappointing, but it's going to be even worse when I'm sitting in the stands watching the boys, you know, playing footy and that, so that'll be the worst time, I think.
With 2 rounds to go, North was assured of a finals berth, 5th or 6th position, the likely scenario. In round 21, the Roos bounced back from the mauling at Optus Oval. This time they were at Waverley Park A 6-goal second quarter against Hawthorn put them on line for a 45-point win. For the Roos, Longmire was on target with 5, his third 5-goal-plus haul for the season. In defence, Smith was superb. North waited until the final game of the season to go on their biggest scoring rampage, this time against the poor old Lions at Optus Oval. With 54 scoring shots, North posted 30, 24, 204, the highest score by any club in 1995, the only 200-plus score, and that winning margin, 103 points. 13 different players shared the spoils. In the third quarter, the Roos kicked 9-8, the best third quarter effort by any team over the 176 games of the regular season. Blakey, McKernan and Schwass were standouts. So as the Roos prepared for the finals, they could look back on a season that saw them win 14 of 22 games and finish 6th. They'd occupied that position on the ladder 13 times during 1995. Of the stat stars, Wayne Schwass finished 9th on the list of kicks with 337, behind Winmar of St Kilda. Carey led the league in marks with 171. The euphoria over Richmond's first finals appearance in 13 years and memories of 2 great matches under lights between the clubs during the season helped draw 68,000 to the MCG for the first of the qualifying finals of 1995 on Friday, September the 8th.
So Bullis with the job on Carey. Started the game at the MCG, the first of the finals. McKernan and Deer had a couple of goes. Schwass came out of the middle. First kick to Armstrong to half forward. Carey went to ground. About to sweep on a Blakey. Can kick a goal inside the first minute. It's a beauty. It's home. Blakey gets the first. They're pumped. Now the Kangaroos.
No mark again, but Nath positioned himself beautifully. Brendan Gale from a standing start. It's going to be a Tiger goal. It's got to be. It's Nick Daffy. Kick it, son. He does. Richmond's second goal.
Allison's handball out wide to Scott. Hip and shoulder by Rogers, excellent. Campbell actually concedes ground, had an airy. Longmire can kick his second. He's got it. Another one.
After an even first quarter, Carey turned the game in the space of 4 minutes in the second.
Towards half forward, yes. He is going to be a worry for Richmond. But Carey shoots for goal. Low trajectory, yes, it's got the distance, it's got the accuracy. Rock gets clear. Well done. And he's got it again. Carey has marked about 40 metres out directly in front.
If North continue to get the ball into a forward line so quickly, look out for this bloke.
Carey's kick for goal. Goal umpire does not move. It's a goal.
If Richmond was to win, they knew they had to quell him. It was a task that looked enormous.
Longmire's got Carey in the pocket. Didn't see him. He'll bang it down there. Carey's marking everything at the moment, and he does it again. He's too good.
5 marks.
Carey's kicked 2. Longmire's kicked 3. Carey has kicked his third.
At half-time, the Roos led by a point. In the third, Richmond wrested back the lead through Benny Gale.
Just hanging on for longer than really was necessary, and then eventually dumped the big Richmond forward. Jarika's kick. He gets good ground. It lands at the front of the square. The mark is taken beautifully by Brendan Gale in front of Ian Fairley. No score so far in the third term. Brendan Gale will break the deadlock and gets a goal for Richmond.
Just as they did in round 19, the Roos produced a winning surge.
He's having a fantastic game, the champ. Carey's kicked 7 marks tonight to full forward. Longmire, third in line. Carey's got 4, Longmire's got 3. He's got 4 now. Armstrong pushes forward. Good gift to Scholl on the run. Carey's onto it. Bouncing ball. Got a bad bounce. Now Longmire. Good one to Allison. Allison kicks it and goes. A very good one. Gale goes to ground. High tackle. Play on call. North game like winners. Richmond have got to get the next and get it in a hurry. Scott to Freeborn. A high ball. Getting back, Tate courageously couldn't hold it. Allison's been important. He's going to kick another one. That's it, you'd reckon. Allison again.
Allison had been well held by Bond. He broke loose of the tagger to kick 2 vital goals.
Kicks wide, looks for Carey and finds him. Oh, he's going to be a powerhouse, isn't he, in this final series. Carey's kicked to full forward. Oh, good mark. Well done, Longmire. Prescott has been on the bench for the whole game. Longmire kicks for goal, and he's got 5.
Longmire kicked another 5-goal bag.
He had 21 the last time they played. He kicked 5 the last time he played against Richmond. He goes for number 5. He's got it.
Carey took his tally to 5.
And have had more possessions.
In defence, Mick Martyn was mean. He gave nothing away.
Up high was Anderson. Rock. Schwass! Oh, yes, cap it off. Wayne Schwass says, see you later. Not all that good. Finishes with Scholl. Scholl across his left shoulder to the front of the goals. Nearly taken. And kick forward by Scott. He's happy, it's a goal.
What had been a tense match all night, with little separating the teams, became a 5-goal blowout.
Rock's quick kick. That's it. The Kangaroos have won.
We thought we could beat Richmond. I think their midfielders were obviously their strength, and we thought if we could contain the Campbells, Knights, Bonds and these guys, Nations, that would be a big chance. And I thought our midfielders were fantastic that night, and that's probably the reason why we won.
The MCG on a Sunday, the reigning premiers on the park. The job was there for North in the first semi-final. It was a job that called for a huge effort, and it was duly delivered.
Going to the left, McKernan goes up and wins it down decisively. Evans unloaded. Main Waring over the ball. Rock got him. Metropolis dragged down. Scott flicks it out. Well done. There's a fight behind play. Allison and Worsfold. Meantime, Roberts soccers it well inside the 50. Lyle goes off the ground. Met by Longmire. The ball is out of bounds. There we go. Who would have thought it?
John Worsfold with his arms akimbo. What, me umpire? On the bench for North. Freeborn a late inclusion. Scholl and Dwyer. North Melbourne in attack. Scott centres towards the goal square. Longmire. Brennan punches away. Comes to the front. No time to get boot to ball. Jakovic goes off the ground. Clears the 50. Chance for McKernan. Good gather by the big fella. Outside 50. Longmire sets himself. It clears the pack. Is that a goal? McKernan!
In front of 53,000, Corey McKernan showed the fire that has become expected of him at his young age. From the start, McKernan took charge of the rucks, handing the running players the ball on a plate.
Not his best year, as we said. Archer, clean possession. Goal! Carey controls it well, getting early touches. This is Anderson alongside the centre circle. King, 45 metres out, lines up on goal. Nobody at home, it's a goal.
In round 18 at Optus Oval, North had devastated the Eagles, thrashing them by 62 points. And at half-time, North fans were enjoying a little deja vu.
Freeborn gets the hand pass wide. Armstrong off the left. A goal! Carey and Jakovic again. With help from Archer, couldn't mark. Carey balks the hand pass. Back to Archer. He's a chance from 50. A wobbler. Longmire. It bounces through. A goal to Archer. 7 minutes remaining to half-time. Matera can't take the mark. Heady's been pretty quiet. Beautiful tackle by Schwass. Ball out of play.
Plays on to Simmons, confronted by Schwass. Oh, brilliantly done.
Schwass was rampant.
Brennan. Well, he set Jakovic a task and Carey came over the top.
Carey was enjoying his usual tussle with Glenn Jakovic in a contest that is rapidly becoming one of the real highlights for footy fans.
Carey off his step back towards half forward. Worsfold is there, in from the side, Archer.
Maybe a slight points advantage over Carey. Kemp crunched to the ground. Laidley playing on. 2 against 2 here. Chance for the Eagles. North and Archer takes the mark.
Lining up for his third goal. It's a pretty significant contribution from the youngster.
Glenn Archer only 20 metres out. North have kicked 8 out of the last 9 goals.
And Archer was taking big marks and kicking vital goals. The suspect Eagles attack was under pressure. Laidley, Martyn and Smith were irrepressible.
Across the ground, a 2-on-1 situation. McKernan beat both of them. Remarkable. To Allison, deserves a goal. Allison right on the boundary line. Great tackle, got him down. It's still a live ball. Longmire, Freeborn, goal.
Freeborn, who'd come into the side to replace the injured Crocker, kicked a couple of goals and the margin had widened.
There's Blakey. Paddles it out wide. Robert Scott back towards the goal square. Good kick from there. Was it touched? A goal by Scott.
North 43 points up at three-quarter time and full of running. The Eagles, for so long the benchmark of the competition in fitness and toughness, had nothing left.
Slow getting up. He tried to apply a tackle to Wayne Waring. McKernan, meantime, has taken a very good mark.
McKernan, 8 kicks, 9 marks, 10 hand passes, 19 hit-outs, 3 goals, was just magnificent.
The Schwass, who has just been sensational, Wayne Schwass.
Schwass, 27 possessions, was inspirational.
Robert Scott from centre wing. Archer once more. Well, his second half has been fantastic. Right on the 50. Perfect kick.
Archer, 17 possessions and 4 goals, was terrific.
Anderson. Simmons got very high. Schwass, oh, brilliantly done. Released Armstrong. Kicks to the advantage of McKernan. Was marked directly in front, 35 metres out. Corey McKernan disputing with Schwass, the best on the ground. He kicks another goal.
So North through to the preliminary final against Carlton.
Metropolis in the pocket, wait for the siren. North Melbourne go on. Handshakes all round. A resounding victory. The Kangaroos simply too strong. Michael Malthouse inbound. After halftime, never in the hunt.
As one reporter wrote, no Carey, no North is out of date. Not much Carey, plenty of North is in and better, described the way the Roos romped in.
North Melbourne, they're in the spotlight.
For the first time ever, the preliminary final was televised live into Melbourne on the 7 network. It provided boom television ratings with more than 1 million people tuned in. Earlier in the day at Waverley, Geelong had become the first grand finalists of 1995. Would it be Carlton or North against them? The weather was bleak. The centre of the MCG a quagmire. The game proved to be tough from the opening.
Scott couldn't quite take it. Madden Scott flash. David and Goliath out of play. Look at Harry pumped up.
And a victory to David. And Martyn and Kernahan and Mick Martyn determined not to let Sticks get on top of him. Punch away was good by Dean. It goes to Hannah. Scott got in there for the tackle. Hannah recovers. Dean crunched down by Schwass. And he's not getting up in a hurry, Peter Dean. That's
Schwass collected Dean 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Crystal off the ground, only as far as Schwass. Not far enough. Schwass out wide. Neat looking kick. Sexton couldn't quite. Longmire should kick the goal. Goes for it and gets it. North get there first.
When Longmire goaled at the 23-minute mark, it was North's first. The Blues had already posted 3.
Longmire. Clappe tries to back turn. He's caught. Had plenty of it. Gone. And Allison's going to get the free kick. It's his first kick tonight. Started on the interchange. This to close the gap at quarter time. Drop punt. It's a good one.
A free to Allison on the siren cut the deficit to 14 points at the first change.
Williams on the left. Kernahan having a big night. Left-hand handball of beauty. Kudafides. Can he balance up and kick it? It's low. It's close. He's got it. Wonderful.
Hooks the ball up for Rice. Brilliant football. Whitehead's got it. 40 metres out. Whitehead. Pearce. Goal for Carlton.
In 7 minutes in the second quarter, Carlton kicked 4 more. The game was slipping away.
Forward flank.
To half forward, McKernan flies and takes the mark. A long way out from goal. Open forward line. Mick Martyn's there and marks at centre half forward. So this will be a rare one if he gets this. Leaves the boot well. A goal!
Mick Martyn moved forward. His diving mark at the 20-minute mark and goal helped stem the flow. But at half-time, the Roos were down by 6 goals. For only the 4th time during the season, the Blues were held goalless in the third quarter. North came back through Carey and Archer.
Madden beats Carey and Ruck. Rock a little kick for North out in front of goals. It spills to Archer. A snap is good. Two Carlton players crashed into each other. Off the ground by Blakey. Off the ground by Rock for North. Inside 50. Longmire paddles the ball out. Blakey out to Carey. This time, nobody in the goal square. It bounces. Goalwards.
So North has stopped the supply for the moment. Blakey's kick wide. Not so good. Silvani's got it. It was a poor kick by Blakey. Carey wanted it wider. Oh, smother. Over the top. Surely a goal. Archer goes round. Kicks it. They're back in business.
2 to Archer, 1 to Carey, and the Roos were back in the game. The last quarter started sensationally, Crocker stopping the dual Brownlow medalist Greg Williams in his tracks.
Clever, actually, to get his boot to it, force it forward to the pocket. Out of play.
Williams hasn't moved.
He's in trouble.
For North, though, it would be a quarter best forgotten. Unable to score a goal for the term, they bowed out of the premiership race. A 10-goal loss, a bitter ending to the season.
For it was disappointing. I mean, we went out pretty poorly in the end. I think probably our inconsistencies during the year caused that, and I suppose for us to go a step forward, we have to make the grand final next year.
The Roos could look back on a year that saw Carey again establish himself as one of the game's great draw cards. 65 goals, All-Australian selection for the 3rd year, vice-captain of that side, and the AFL Players Association Most Valuable Player. And the Roos, well, they'd finished 4th, and for the 2nd year in a row, a week short of the target.
Best on ground, great tackle, got him down that time by Armstrong.
Good tackle, he should be gone.
Here comes Kickett. He's been caught. Terrific tackle by Archer.
This time he backs himself, but he's brilliantly brought down by Shaw. And
followed by Fairley. Pressure's on. Great tackle by Fairley.